Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. I think today is the fourth class for learning the Mahanyasam. And the Mahanyasam is a very important nyasam to be performed when we do yajna like Mahayajna or Atirudram, Maharudram. So when you do our Rudra Ekadashi, when you chant and pray to Lord Shiva using the Sri Rudram, which is the most important mantra from the Vedas, then we have to do what is called the Mahanyasam. In the previous classes, I have explained what a nyasam is. So you can all go back to previous classes if you have not understood, you can go back to the previous classes and understand what a nyasam is. And we are now teaching the Prathama Nyasam, which is the first nyasam of the Mahanyasam. And within that Prathama Nyasam, we have covered until until the 25th verse in the Prathama Nyasam. And as I explained before, every Nyasam, every mantra for each of those, we invoke that Rudra in a particular part of our body. So it will be specified where we have to touch. When we touch, it means you have to imagine that that particular Devata is residing in that particular part of our body. You have to imagine. And the 26th mantra, most of if you see the Prathama Nyasa, they are all like one line mantras or two line mantras, right? But this 26th mantra is a bigger mantra. I explained last class at the end that there are variations in how Mahanyasam is done. One variation is that this because the Bodhayana Rishi, when he gives the sutra, or he will tell the students how this Mahanyasam is done. He will say this. He will say the place where to touch, and he will also give the first word of that mantra. Then we have to decipher which mantra it is, and there are other rishis also who have given. So he will say Jata Vedase iti apadaya namaha, means the mantra which starts with Jata Vedase. So there is also another mantra which starts with Jata Vedase, which is 2 lines. So many will chant that, but there are the rishis have said that in this the Jata Vedase here refers to this particular Vedic mantra. So and this this mantra will be it's like 5 mantras will be there in this one. For the 26th, we chant the 5 mantras, and then we will touch the part of that body, or imagine. You don't have to actually touch also, but most important is imagine that Devata in that particular body. We are in every our body has, if it has so many cells, so many tissues, so many muscles, so many bones, our body has everything, right? So we try to, in any this nyasa, we try to invoke in every smallest part of our own body, right? That is why then it means the whole body becomes that Paramashiva. Then you can say that Shivoham, that I am that Paramashiva. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham means I am that Shiva. How do you say? By invoking that Shiva and different devatas of aspects of Shiva in our own parts of the body. So this 26th mantra is also very important mantra. This mantra, the 26th mantra, is also popularly called Durga Sukta. When we do the Chandi Homa, during the Vasordhara, when we offer at the end, we chant the Durga Suktam. And this is also a very important prayer, particularly for all of us in this world, when we are all troubled. We are always having troubles. We are always having sometimes you are feeling very good, sometimes you are not feeling good. Sometimes you are very happy, sometimes you are not happy. So this is like a tide, right? Like a wave. It goes up and down and up and down so that is why the life which we lead is also called Samsara Sagaram, means like a ocean where you always see, you cannot say, oh, the tides are going up. Even if you enjoy, the tide will still again will come down. You cannot, even though you want it to stay there, it will not stay, it will come down. Then it will not be always down. It will go up also. So it goes up and down and up and down, right? So this Samsara Sagara, we have to, so this difficult Sagarama, difficult world, the Samsaram, the word Samsara is used for this world because of the difficulty. Naturally, the samsara does not go for everybody in a smooth straight line. for anybody. It is just going up and down for anybody, right? And what we have to do is, why we get ups and downs. If you have done a punya, whether in this birth or before, you will enjoy the fruit of punya. And then when you enjoy a fruit of punya, you are in a very high spirit, you are happy, you get whatever you want. So you go to a shop and buy something, then you are happy. How did it come? That is a bit punya. Means whatever you have earned, you are using that. You see, the punyam is, for you to understand, you can see something which is deposited in your bank account. If you have bank account, punyam, you can use that.
BPA.
Yeah. Then you can pay, and then you can. The papa is like your overdraft liability. You have taken loans. That is, so you have to repay that. Unless you repay that loans, it is going back. You have to suffer a lot by earning, doing really hard work to earn, just to repay. That is, the papa also has to go. So the punya. So in this life, we have to all go through the punya, and you are happy. Same way, you are also have to go through the papa. But what is important is, when you go through those, you are totally balanced. You are not, when you are getting the bhoga or the punya, you are enjoying, you don't go through the roof, and so then you will know that, yes, I am now happy. But you know that because of the wave, right, it could come down, but you are ready for it. Then also your mind is balanced. It is taken. In the Bhagavad Gita also, Lord Krishna says, "Yo na krishyati, na dveshti, na sochati, na kanchati, shubha shubha parityagi, bhaktiman me same priyaha." The one who is not extremely happy or extremely sad, right? So you are in that stage, right? That is the stage where you are having that equanimity, or you are able to manage both, as if you are like a witness. You are thinking something bad is happening. Oh, this person, something that your atma is thinking. Oh, this person jiva has enduring something, is okay. Then punya also, that jiva is enduring, right? You have to cross all of that, and that is the mantra which we are going to chant today. Jata Vedase.
Jata Vedase. Jata Vedase.
So the text for the what we are going to teach is available in the Bhaskara Prakasha Ashram's app called Shrihi. The Shrihi, you have to go to the books, and then you click, then the text for the Mahanyasam text is given. So everyone you want, it is easily available for you. And also, we are still there's a delay, but we are trying to I know we got a lot of emails about you wanted the books, and then we are trying to work with the courier, and then get you those books also. Jata Vedase.
Jata Vedase. Jata Vedase.
Sunavama.
Sunavama. Sunavama.
Soma Marati Yato.
Soma Marati Yato. Soma Marati Yato.
Nidahati Vedaha.
Nidahati Vedaha. Nidahati Vedaha.
Jata Vedase Sunavama.
Jata Vedase Sunavama. Jata Vedase Sunavama.
Soma Marati Yato.
Soma Marati Yato. Soma Marati Yato.
Nidahati Vedaha.
Nidahati Nidahati Vedaha, Nidahati Vedaha.
Jata Vedase Sunavama,
Jata Vedase Sunavama, Jata Vedase Sunavama.
Soma Marati Yato,
Soma Marati Yato, Soma Marati Yato.
Nidahati Vedaha,
Nidahati Vedaha, Nidahati Vedaha.
Jata Vedase Sunavama, Soma Marati Yato, Nidahati Vedaha.
Jata Vedase Sunavama, Soma Marati Yato, Nidahati Vedaha. Jata Vedase Sunavama, Soma Marati Yato, Nidahati Vedaha.
Sanaf Parushadati,
Sanaf Parushadati, Sanaf Parushadati.
So already said, right? If because the sha is following the ir, you don't say parshadati, you say parushadati. Sanaf parushadati,
Sanaf Parushadati, Sanaf Parushadati.
parusha, sanaf parushadati,
Sanaf Parushadati, Sanaf Parushadati.
Durgani,
Durgani, Durgani.
Vishva,
Vishva, Vishva.
Naveva Sindhum,
Naveva Sindhum, Naveva Sindhum.
Duritatyagnihi,
Duritatyagnihi, Duritatyagnihi.
Jata Vedase Sunavama,
Jata Vedase Sunavama, Jata Vedase Sunavama.
Soma Marati Yato Nidahati Vedaha,
Soma Marati Yato Nidahati Vedaha, Soma Marati Yato Nidahati Vedaha.
Sanaf Parushadati,
Sanaf Parushadati, Sanaf Parushadati.
Durgani Vishva,
Durgani Vishva, Durgani Vishva.
Naveva Sindhum,
Naveva Sindhum, Naveva Sindhum.
Duritatyagnihi,
Duritatyagnihi, Duritatyagnihi.
Sanaf Parushadati Durgani Vishva, Naveva Sindhum, Duritatyagnihi.
Sanaf Parushadati Durgani Vishva, Naveva Sindhum, Duritatyagnihi. Sanaf Parushadati Durgani Vishva, Naveva Sindhum, Duritatyagnihi.
I will say both the lines together. Jata. So you have to see how I start when I say ja. So the ja is down. So you have, as explained, three sounds, right? There's lower sound, middle sound, upper sound. So if it starts with lower, we have to start with lower. If it starts with middle, you have to start. There is a tendency that even if it is lower, everybody starts with the middle one. So you have to be careful. Same thing at the end. Vedaha, da is the upper sound. But when That is, you have to say Vedaha like that. The second line, Durita Agnihi, Agnihi middle. You have to be very careful. You can say Durita Agnihi, because again, these are all the common mistakes everybody does when they have not properly learned from a guru. They learn from a book, you will say Durita Agnihi. That is wrong. Durita Agnihi middle. So do you see the difference between Agnihi and Agnihi? You have to understand the nuance, right? You have to get that. So you should not think it's all the same. Agnihi and Agnihi, both are not same. Ni is up in the first one, second one middle. Agnihi, there is no swara there. Jata Vedase Sunavama Soma Marati Yato Nidahati Vedaha Sanaf Parshadati Durgani. Again, how you see how I am saying Durga, do is down, right? So I bring the do down. Durga Ne Vishwa. Again, na bringing down. Na ve vasindhum durita tyagnihi. Yeah. Vedase sunavam soma marati yato nidahati vedaha sanah parshadati durgani vishva nave vasindhum duritatyagnihi.
Jata
Vedase sunavam soma marati yato nidahati vedaha
sanah parshadati durgani vishva nave vasindhum duritatyagnihi.
Again.
Jata vedase sunavam soma marati
Yato nidahati vedaha sanah parshadati durgani vishva nave vasindhum duritatyagnihi. So, as I said, you are very lucky that this mantra, Mumbaikars. So we are having this class in Mumbai, in Chembur today, so that you are all able to come live. Because this is the only mantra which is related to Durga, which is in the Mahanyasam. We'll all see the Shiva mantras, right? But this is the only mantra with for Durga. And here this mantra is talking about Jata Vedas is the name of Agni. So here Jata Vedas is Agni, and also we can say the Paramatma, the one, the Agni, or the Paramatma, the who is the all, like the Brahman, Brahma Swarupa, who can give everything to us, who is all in all, and to whom we always pray. How do we pray to that Jata Vedas, that Agni? They say Soma Sunavama. Sunavama means, yeah, they say, so Soma is a type of wood or bark where there's where they squeeze it to get the juice out of that wood. So when you squeeze, Sunavama means to squeeze. You squeeze to get. It means when they do a Soma Yagam, you use this bark to the juice of the Soma juice. They say Soma juice. That is why it's called Soma Yagam. And when you do Soma Yagam, that Agni is pleased. And how he is pleased is Nidahati Vedaha. Like, Arati Yataha means Soma Marati, Somam Arati. Somam Arati Yataha. Arati Yataha means the enemies. Because you have done, it is all both internal enemies, external enemies, and all the problems we are facing is what this Arati Yataha means. So we say Arati is all the problems, and how the problems will go away from us. We say Nidahati. Dahana means to burn. Did all of that be burnt? Once the problems are burnt or problems are vanished, then you will be happy. So you are praying that let my problems which I am facing, let that be burnt. And son of Durgani, Vishwa means Durga, Durgani is a neuter gender, Napumsakalam. Durga is a feminine word, Durga. Here, Durga has also another meaning called Durga means the one to whom you very difficult to reach or very difficult. Greatest difficulty is also called Durga. So, but that is a neuter gender, right? It is not feminine. So that is why Durgani. So the world, Vishwaha means the world. Is a Durgani Vishwa. Why do you say? We say that this world is a most difficult thing. This world is not an easy world, difficult world.
Adjective to the word.
Yeah, adjective to the world. The world is difficult, and I have to cross, just like a good captain of a boat or a ship. He is able to take you from one shore to the other shore. If he is not a good captain, the boat will fall down. It will capsize. So a good captain, just how he is. So Naveva means a boat. Naveva Sindhu means how a boat is able to cross. Sindhu means ocean. Ocean. Same way, you also take me from all these difficulties to a place where there are no difficulties. So you are praying to that Agni here, Jata Vedas. Tam Agnivarnam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tam Agnivarnam.
Tapasa Jvalantim.
Tapasa Jvalantim. Tapasa Jvalantim.
Vairochanim.
Vairochanim. Vairochanim.
Karma Phaleshu.
Karma Phaleshu. Karma Phaleshu.
Jushtaam.
Jushtaam. Jushtaam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim. Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim.
Tam Agnivarnam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tam Agnivarnam.
Tapasa Jvalantim.
Tapasa Jvalantim. Tapasa Jvalantim.
Vairochanim.
Vairochanim. Vairochanim.
Karma Phaleshu.
Karma Phaleshu. Karma Phaleshu.
Jushtaam.
Jushtaam. Jushtaam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim. Vairochanim. Karma Phaleshu. Jushtaam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim. Vairochanim. Karma Phaleshu. Jushtaam. Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim. Vairochanim. Karma Phaleshu. Jushtaam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim. Vairochanim. Karma Phaleshu. Jushtaam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim. Vairochanim. Karma Phaleshu. Jushtaam.
Tam Agnivarnam. Tapasa Jvalantim.
Vairochanim. Karma Phaleshu. Jushtaam.
So lies down. Jvalantim. 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 Tam Agnivarnam Tapasa Jvalanti Vairochani Karma Phaleshu Jushtam Tam Agnivarnam Tapasa Jvalanti Vairochani Karma Phaleshu Jushtam.
It's not fa. Somebody saying fa.
Karma Phaleshu.
Karma phaleshu. The fa will not be used as Hindi fa. Fool, fal, not like that.
Sanskrit, it is pa only. Karma Phaleshu. And also, when you are moving your head, right? So what happens is, you are like tapas, right? Sa you should not drink. You should not tapasa. So even though you say tapasa, your head sa, when you say the move, head comes down. It means tha is up, right? But the head comes down. So what will happen is, then later on when you practice, it will it will automatically come down because your head is coming down. So it is better not to shake, just keep the head still. But it is not easy to keep it still.
Only he can shake.
Because
right? Only
so
then he will understand.
Yeah, I am doing only for teaching purposes. But when I have to say Durga Suktam alone, I will not shake. Tam Agnivarnan Tapasa Jvalantim Vairochanim Karma Phale Dushta. That is how I will say. I'm not shaking my head. But for you to know, Tapasa. So sa you have to retain. You should not bring the sa down. Same thing. Jvalantim Vairo. Again, ro I see some word coming immediately. You say vai. Ro should not come down. It should be just like vai. Vairo chanim. Understand? Vairo chanim karma phaleshu. So you have to understand how I am saying pha, Lord, right? Le, middle. Shu, phaleshu, jushta. So that is double dir, double swaritam. That is called swaritam. Yeah.
Tam Agnivarnam
Tapasa
Jvalanti Vairochanim Karma Phaleshu Jushta.
So so swaritam is upswaram. Dirgha swaritam is double upswaram. Though dirgha swaritam, so you should not say jushta. That a alone should go up. Jushta. Yeah. Jushta. Not the ta. Second jushta. That is the rule for dirgha swaritam, where you are the double. So this is a one type of swaram where you said two is called a double, right? Dushta, that a is there because it is a double line up. Tam Varna
Tapasa Jvalanti Vairochanim Karma Phaleshu Jushta. Tam Agnivarnam Tapasa Jvalanti Vairochanim Karma Phaleshu Jushta.
Again.
Agnivarnam Tapasa Jvalanti.
No, tapasajva. Until that you should not bring. Tapasajvalantim. Tapasajvalantim. Jva should not come down. Tapasajvalantim. Sajvalantim. Jva should not come down. Jva.
Tapasajvalantim.
Tapasajvalantim.
No, still jwa somebody is bringing. Tapasajvalantim. tapasa jvalanti. Only la should come down. Yeah.
Another 5 times.
tapasa jvalanti,
Tapasa jvalanti, tapasa jvalanti, vairo jvalanti. Together now. Tam agnivarna tapasa jvalanti, vairochani karma phaleshu jushtam. Tam agnivarna tapasa jvalanti, vairochani karma phaleshu jushtam. Tam agnivarna tapasa jvalanti, vairochani karma phaleshu jushtam. Durgam Devi Gum,
Durgam Devi Gum, Durgam Devi Gum,
Sharanamaham,
Sharanamaham, Sharanamaham,
Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham,
Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham, Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham,
Prapadye,
Prapadye, Prapadye,
Sutarasitarase,
Sutarasitarase, Sutarasitarase,
Namaha,
Namaha, Namaha,
Sutarasitarase Namaha,
Sutarasitarase Namaha, Sutarasitarase Namaha,
Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha.
Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha, Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha.
Again.
Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha, Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha.
Tam agnivarnam tapasa jvalantim vairochanim karma phaleshu jushtam. Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha.
Tam agnivarnam tapasa jvalantim vairochanim karma phaleshu jushtam. Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha, Tam agnivarnam tapasa jvalantim vairochanim karma phaleshu jushtam. Durgam Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye, Sutarasitarase Namaha.
Again.
Tam agnivarnam tapasa jvalantim vairochanim karma phaleshu jushtam. Durgam Devi Vigum Sharanamaham Prapadye Sudarasitarase Namaha.
So the first verse, we were saying that Jata Vedas, that Agni, that Agni remove this Durga and Vishwa or take us from all the troubles of this troubled world where we live in. So we wanted the Agni to solve that problem. We say that by doing the Yajna, Soma Yajna, like we are praying. Next line, now it goes in a different line. Now we say that Agni Varnam. Now that Agni, which Agni Varna means that energy which is in that color of Agni, Tapasa Jvalanti, which is like shining very brightly, and tapas is very in depth. Like the brightness is not like outward; it's so much bright that you are able to feel that brightness. You can touch that brightness. That tapasa jvalanti and vairochani karma phalej dushtam. And here it is talking, as I said, the previous verse where we know that all the problems, good things, bad things are all because of the karma phala. Every action has a reaction. You have done something, you have to, you cannot escape from that action. Any action will result. If you do a good action, it will result in good thing. You even though you may say, I don't want good thing also, it will come to you. Because every action will, same thing, any bad thing, that bad reaction will come to you. You cannot stop it. So the karma phalam, right? So now he says, now the word Durga Devi, here it is the feminine gender. So it talks about the Durga Devi now. So we say that ultimate energy which we talked previous, now the person who is praying, now he realizing, oh, that power is that Durga. So let me pray to the Durga Devi, Prabhadye, Durga. Why I want to pray to her? Sutara Sitarase Namaha. Mainly I am praying that let her be responsible for me, just like how a good boatman will help me to cross, that Durga Devi be that captain of the ship who can take me in this samsara to the proper where I have no problems, I have no enemies, nothing I need. I want that. That is what you pray to Durga Devi. Agne Tvam Paraya. Agne Tvam Paraya.
Agni Tvam Paraya.
Navyo Asman.
Navyo Asman. Navyo Asman.
Swasti Bhirati.
Swasti Bhirati. Swasti Bhirati.
Durgani Vishwa.
Durgani Vishwa. Durgani Vishwa.
Agne Tvam Paraya.
Agni Tvam Paraya. Agni Tvam Paraya.
Navyo Asman.
Navyo Asman. Navyo Asman.
Swasti Bhirati.
Swasti Bhirati. Swasti Bhirati.
Durgani Vishwa.
Durgani Vishwa. Durgani Vishwa.
Agne Tvam Paraya Navyo.
Agni Tvam Paraya Navyo. Agni Tvam Paraya Navyo.
Agne Tvam Paraya Navyo.
Agni Tvam Paraya Navyo. Agni Tvam Paraya Navyo.
So the next, I split it for you to learn correctly. Asman Swasti Bhirati, you have to say it together. So when you say Asman and Swasti, a new letter, it sound should come. If you see the book, there is a it sound. So Asman and Swasti, so you have to say Navyo asman itsa asman swasti bherati asman swasti bherati asman swasti bherati durgani vishwa.
Durgani Vishwa, Durgani Vishwa.
So again the same concept, right? The whole Durga Suktam, Agni, Agni, here we already know this Agni is the Durga Devi, right? From Ho Durga Devi or Ho Agni in that form, Paraya means cross, to cross par karna, right? Paraya. It's all mostly Hindi, the words are from Sanskrit, so right? Agne Tompara Navyo Asman, again like a boat. now they are the boat, right? Navyo Asman Swasti Bharati Durgani Vishwa. This word again here Durgani is difficult, right? Difficult word. Again the same concept you are praying. Only thing is when you chant it, Navyo Asman Swasti Asman Swasti Asman Swasti Asman Swasti. So that it sound I am saying, you are Asman Swasti Asman Swasti Asman Swasti. So these are all the one you cannot learn from a book. If I don't say that it sound is there, right? You have to learn properly. Agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa. Agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa. Agne
Tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa.
Again. Agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa. Again. Agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa. Pusha prithvi Pusha prithvi
Pusha prithvi
Bahulana urvi
Bahulana urvi Bahulana urvi
Bhavatokaya
Bhavatokaya Bhavatokaya
Tanayaya Sanyoho
Tanayaya Sanyoho Tanayaya Sanyoho
Pusha prithvi Bahulana urvi
Pusha prithvi Bahulana urvi Pusha prithvi Bahulana urvi
Bhavatokaya Tanayaya Sanyoho
Bhavatokaya Tanayaya Sanyoho Bhavatokaya Tanayaya Sanyoho
Pusha prithvi Bahulana urvi Bhavatokaya Tanayaya Sanyoho
Pusha prithvi
Bahulana urvi Bhavatokaya Tanayaya. So again Tokaya, that you are I hear you are not bringing it down. Bhavatokaya
Bhavatokaya Bhavatokaya
Tanayaya
Tanayaya Tanayaya
Sanyoho
Sanyoho
Sanyoho Shai. So that Shamyoho, you have to say Shai, that Im will become a nasal sound. Sanyoho Sanyoho Sanyoho. Yeah.
Because it's followed with a year. Because
Yeah,
of the
that's
year.
correct. Yeah, because it is followed by yo. That im, when it followed by yo, so when you say, see, when you have to use a nasal sound means, so this anuswara, right? Like the nasal, when you say im, right? You have to close your lips. You cannot say im sound without closing lips. How much ever you can try. You have to say ma, has to, you have to close your lips. So when you say sham, yoho, you close your lips. But when I say without closing the lips, I use my nasal, right? Shan, yoho. I'm not closing my lips. So the im sound is replaced by that ya, right? Yish sound. Ya's half of ya. That is what it is, right? These are all very peculiar sounds in the Vedas. So you have to learn those peculiarities of the Vedic thing. So that is why Vedas were not ever learned from a book, because these cannot be learned from a book. No book will even teach how to chant Sham Yoho, right? So it was, so that is why they were called Shruti, or only learned from the sound.
By few people.
Yeah. So Puhu, Puhuscha Prithvi. This Prithvi, Puhu means like this place, right? Puhu as a place. Prithvi, Bagulana Urvi. Urvi also is the Bhumi. Bagulana Urvi. Again, Bhava Tokaya. So again, the Bhava is here, the difficulties. Bhava means the Bhava Samsagra. Bhava means the Sagara or the Samsara or the bad one. Again, what now you are praying that I know you know about all the difficulties. You already say karma paleshu. You already know that it is because of your own karma, good and bad things you have done. So you are all reaping all that benefit now. Good one, you take good benefit, or bad anything. But what he are saying is, and so you are praying now. So totally the prayer is the only one we can change, right? All of that, if we know that there is suffering, we know why it is suffering is there, but what we are doing is, by prayer, that suffering can be mitigated. You will not feel that bad, and you will know that this will pass, this bad thing will go, and then good things will come. So for that, and not only for you, here tokaya tanayaya. Tokaya means for you, for your children. Toka means here children, for your children. And tanayaya is for children's children, because for your generation, your children, your grandchildren. So here tokaya tanayaya, although it is in masculine, it includes all sons and daughters. That is what and also one commentator, one rishi says tanayaya can be considered like for the daughters. Tokaya Tanayaya, one for the male and then the female. Others say that it includes male, here includes male and female, all everyone. So it is the children and children's children. So that is the, again, the prayer. Normally when you pray, you first you pray for yourself, then you become, then you think, oh, I have prayed for myself, but what I am worried now, I am worried about my children. So let me include my children. So that is what here Tanaya Shanyo. Agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa puscha prithvi bahulana urvi bhava tokaya tanaya yashanyo.
Agni tvam
Parayanavyo
asman swasti bhirati durgani
Vishwa
Pusha prithvi
Bahulana
urvi
Bhava
Tokaya
Tanaya
Yashanyo.
Again. Agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa Pusha prithvi
Pahulana Urvi Bhavatokaya Tanayaya Shanyo.
You want to say one more time?
Parayanavyo asman swasya bhirati durgane vishvaha usha prithvi pahulana urvi bhavatokaya tanayaya shanyo.
Vishvanino
Vishvanino
Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhundanava Duritati Parishi Duritati Parishi. So Jata Vedaha, if you see the text, it will be Jata Vedaha and Sindhun Nanava. When you combine that Visarga, Jata Vedaha, the two dots Visarga will change to is sound. You have to know that you should not think why there is suddenly is sound when there is, it is not in the text. So Jata Vedaha and Sindhum will become Jata Vedas Sindhun Nanava. Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Durgaha Jatavedas. No, the Durgaha Du is not coming down. Vishvanino Durgaha. No. Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhundanava Jatavedas Sindhundanava Durita te parishi So the first line it is Durita Yagnihi, right? In the beginning, Jataveda first. It is Durita Yagnihi. But when it comes to the fourth verse, it becomes Durita te parishi. Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhundanava Durita te parishi.
Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhundanava Durita te parishi.
Vishvanino Durgaha. Again, no. Vishvanino Durgaha together. Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhundanava Durita te parishi.
Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhundanava Durita te parishi.
Vishvanino Durgaha Jatavedas Durgaha, no shaking there. Durgaha Jatavedas. Jatavedas Sindhundanava Sindhonna Nava Durita Te Parishi. No, Durita Te Parishi. You should not bring it down. Look at me. So that is why when I teach, just look at me. Durita Te Parishi. Ta Te Parishi. No check. Te Parishi. You should not shake or bring it down. Durita Te Parishi. Durita Te Parishi. Durita Te Parishi. Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedasindhonna Nava Durita Te Parishi.
Vishwanino Durgaha
Jata Vedasindhonna Nava Durita Te Parishi. Te Parishi. Vishwanino No. The Durgaha was not correct. Vishwanino Durgaha Dadave Dasendhon Nanava Durita Te Parishi. Vishwanino Durgaha Dadave Dasendhon Nanava Durita Te Parishi.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas.
No, da should come down. Vedas. The Jata Vedas. The Vedas. Durita Te Parishi.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas. Sindhunna Nava
Durita Te Parishi.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas. Sindhunna Nava.
The mistake you are making is Vishwani no, right? That no itself you are taking the du. That is where the problem is. Du has to come down. So give a break there. Vishwani no
Durgaha Jata Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas. Sindhunna Nava Durita Te Parishi.
Vishwanino
Durgaha Jata Vedas. Sindhunna
Nava Durita Te Parishi.
Durita
Du is down.
Sindhunna Nava.
Again, Vishwa together.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhun No. Sindhunna. See, Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava. So here it goes alternate. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava. Na. Sindhunna Nava. Just say this. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava. Sindhunna Nava.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now it's good.
No, middle. Now has to go middle. Sindhunna Nava. Only do comes. Sindhum, then inna. That inna is middle. Then that va is again down. Sindhunna. Again now you have to take it middle. Sindhunanava, Sindhunanava, Sindhunanava. Durita, Durita, Tiparishi, Durita, Tiparishi, Durita, Tiparishi, Tiparishi. Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedasin Dhunanava Durita Tiparishi.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas.
No. Durgaha Jat, somebody is bringing it down. Durgaha Jatavedas. Only Da should come down. Durgaha Jatavedas. Again. Yeah.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava
Durita Tiparishi.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava Durita Tiparishi. Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava 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 Sindhunanava.
Vishwani. Vishwani again. Yeah, together.
So wait. Together.
Together.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas
Sindhunanava Durita Tiparishi.
Almost there.
Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava Durita Tiparishi.
One more. Very close.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava Durita Tiparishi.
Now without looking at the book. Try once.
Jatavedas Sindhunanava Durita Tiparishi. Good. Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava Sindhun.
Somebody say Sindhun.
No, it is,
say.
it is
Sindhun.
Thun. Dhun should go down. Sindhun. Thun.
Durita Tiparishi.
Again.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava
Somebody catch that person. That one person I have to catch. Who is saying that do up.
Yeah, I think, no, you are, see, when you say Sundhu, right? Dhu should come down. Yeah. Dhun, Sindhun, yeah. Sindhun, Dhun, Dhun, Sindhun, Dhun, Sindhun, Sindhun, Dhun, Dhun.
Again, together.
Vishwanino
Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava Durita Tiparishi.
Good. Yeah. One more.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jatavedas Sindhunanava Durita
Tiparishi.
He will pass you, but I will not.
No, it is no, right. No, it by practice, right? So you have to do like initially until you get the proper swara. So you practice many times. Once you get one to know this, then you can, any other mantra when you are learning later becomes very easy. So the initial one, right? So many, not just you, like in fact, there are many, I'm not talking about those who have learned from the Vedic Padashala, like those who have done Adhyayanam from a proper Vedic Padashala for like 10 years. Many have started learning on their own, many of the Veda mantras, they all think that by shaking up, down randomly, the Vedic mantra is chanted. So they will just think that because Veda has a swaram, so we'll just do randomly, right? So I first started driving my car. I should not drive because now they say they cannot catch me after so many years. I was only 12 years old at that time. So because I was seeing some movies where the hero was sitting and then he was doing like this. So I thought that I sit in the car and then do the steering. But fortunately, there was no traffic at that time, not much. The road was big. So when I did this, the car went from one side of the road to the other end. Then I did this, it went from the other side to this. Then I was going from like this for some 4-5 times. There was no other car or any other traffic. Then I knew really, then that just like Veda is not like up and down. It is not like if you do this, you cannot drive a car. Just make them do this. Only in movies they do this, right? So you have to, once you learn properly how to drive, then you will know that you are comfortable. You will not worry, right? Until you learn, it becomes driving is difficult until you learn. Same way is Veda. You should know exactly what swaram is down, what is middle, what is up, how to do. See, they are all easy in itself. But when you combine the whole sentence, that is where the problem comes. So that is why when you are learning, you feel that, oh, I have learned very well. But when you have to chant during the support session, then you feel it is not coming because you have to combine everything. That is where the problem comes. But now almost you are there. So it's just more practice. So good thing is, once you know this, right? If you know to drive in one road, you can say, I only know to drive in this road. The next road I have never driven, so I don't know. Even if you have never driven, you will drive the next road also, right? Same way, you learn few mantras correctly, then you can learn everything. But unfortunately, many have learned just from their books. They have learned a few mantras wrongly, and any mantra they learn later will be only wrong. So you have to, that is why when you learn, you don't learn from like how I learned, right? In the movie, just because they're just shaking the steering wheel, that is how your car is driven, right? That is what we should not think. You have to learn properly, then you can fully drive, learn not just this mantra, any mantra easily. So again, one more time. Vishwanino, fully 2 lines. Vishwadi.
Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas Sindhundanava
Durikati Parshi Agne Atrivan. Agne Atrivan. You see how you give a slightly pause after Agne, right? Agne Atrivan. Agne Atrivan.
Agne Atrivan.
Manasa. 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 Na. Manasa. 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 Grinhano. Grinhano.
Grinhano.
Grinhano Smakam.
Grinhano Smakam.
This is the difficult part. So there will be, whenever there is a double sound, Grinhano, there is a tendency that you will bring the ma down. Right? There is a tendency because one is going up, but here you should not bring the ma down. Grinhano. So just look at me now. Grinhano Smakam. Grinhano Smakam. Again up, double, more up. Yeah. Grinano osmakam. Man, not down. Grinano osmakam. 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 Agne atrivan manasa grinano 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 osmakam.
Agne atrivan manasa grinano osmakam.
Bodhyavita tanunam.
Bodhyavita tanunam. Bodhyavita tanunam.
Agne atrivan manasa grinano osmakam. Bodhyavita tanunam.
Agne atrivan manasa grinano osmakam.
Bodhyavita tanunam.
Agne
atrivan manasa grinano osmakam. Bodhyavita tanunam. So 2 lines together. Vishvaneno Durgaha Dadave Dasan Dhonnadava Durritati Parishi Agne atrivan manasa grinano osmakam. Bodhyavita tanunam. Durgaha Dadave Dasan Dhonnadava Durritati Parishi Agne atrivan manasa grinano osmakam. Bodhyavita tanunam. Pritana Pritana Pritana. So there will be the rule is whenever there is a lower swara, you do that letter will go low, and if there is next line, next letter, there is no swara, it has to automatically come to the middle, right? But if any places we have to say all of them low, then the only way is putting the lower symbol for every letter. And the rule is when there are like 2 lower symbols, one will be lower and the second lower symbol will be still more lower, slightly more lower than the previous low. If there are 3, then the first 2 will be low, like equally low, and the third will be more lower. So everything will be going down. Yeah. G. So G is middle again, because G there is no sign, right? So again goes to middle. G tagum. G tagum. G tagum. Sahamana. Mugram Agnigum. Huvema. Paramat sadhastaat. So Paramat sa, because there is again the rule is that when there is a it and then that is a sa, then in between that it becomes it, or the Mahaprana it, tatha, right? That's tha. So Paramat sadhastaat. Paramat sadhastaat. Paramatsadhastat. So repeat. Paramatsadhastat. 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 Prithanha jitagum sahamanamugram agnigum huvema Paramatsadhastat. Jitagum sahamanamugram agnigum huvema Paramatsadhastat. Sagamana mugram agni kuvema paramatsadhastat. Yeah, together, yeah, Suluma.
Sagamana mugram agni kuvema paramatsadhastat.
No. Parama. Ramatsadhastat. Paramatsadhastat. 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 Prithana jitagum sahamanamugram agnigum huvema Paramatsadhastat. Jitagum sahamanamugram agnigum huvema Paramatsadhastat. Jitagum sahamanamugram agnigum huvema Paramatsadhastat. Sanah parshadati. Durgani Vishwa. Sanah parshadati. Durgani Vishwa. So this Jata Veda say when we start, right, same Durgani comes. So you should know the first line of this whole Durga Suktam, we have Durgani Vishwa Vab. But at the end, when it ending, Vishwa is down. That is how you know it is ending. So if you say here also Vishwa, then you have to go back to the first. You will go in a loop. You will not finish it. So Durgani Vishwa. Yeah, again it is like a Durgani Vishwa, right? So here the Parsha is so many times it is said. Parsha means there are two meanings. One there are two commentators, right? One is the Shayanacharya and then Bhatta Bhaskara. So the Bhatta Bhaskara says Parsha is protection. Shayanacharya says Parsha is destruction of that problem. So one is saying the here, oh Durga, you protect me from that problem. Problem means you have to destroy it, right? So both mean the same. There's no difference. One is you protect from the problem. Other is says the problem itself is getting destroyed and there is no issue of having a problem. So both means that Parsha means protect or destroy. So now again Ati Durgani. Ati means very great. Durgani means very difficult word. Durgani Vishwa. Sanaf Parshadati Durgani Vishwa. Parshadati Durgani Vishwa. Kshamaddevo. See how I listen to how I say Ksha. Kshamaddevo.
क्षामद्देवो
अतिदुरितात्यग्निः 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 स नः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो 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 अतिदुरितात्यग्निः 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 सनः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः नः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः. So full line. Pridhana जितगुं सघमानमुग्रमग्निं हुमेम परमासधस्तात् सनः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः. अपानाय नमः.
अपानाय नमः.
अपानाय नमः. So after these 5 mantras, you say that this particular mantra we are invoking in our part called apana. So I will say this together so that at the end you can start practicing. Jata vedase sunavama soma marati yato nidahati vedaha sanah parshadati durgane vishwa nave vasindhunduritatyagnihi tam agnivarnan tapasa jvalantim vairochanim karma phaleshu jushtam durgam devi gum sharanamaham prapadye sutarasitarase namaha agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati Durgani Vishwa Puscha Prithvi. So I will say now, yeah. So for recording, yeah. So then you can listen to it many times, right? Tam Agnivarnan Tapasa Jvalantim Vairochanim Karma Phaleshu Jushtam Durgan Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye Sutarasitarase Namaha Agne Tvam Parayanavyo Asman Swasti Bhirate Durgani Vishwa Puscha Prithvi Bahulana Urvi Bhavato Yatanaya Yashanyoho Vishwanino Durgaha Datave Dasindhondanava Duritati Parishi Agne Atrivan Manasa Grinano Osmakam Bodhyavita Tanuna Prithana Jitagum Sahamana Mugram Agdigum Guvema Paramat Sadhasta Satat Sanaf Parshadati Durga Nevishvakshamaddevo Atiduritat Yagnihi Apanaya Namaha Harihi Om. So you practice this 26th mantra at least 10 times. Then you will, in fact, this is going to help you in later learning. So the what we call the learning curve, initially it becomes difficult. As you learn few mantras, then you will see, oh, it is so easy because you are able to get the exact swara later. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. I will end this session. Yeah.
This audio will be shared.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, this is in YouTube. You can.
And also the recording, just the teaching part will be updated on
the app also it will be updated. Yeah.